And I found that's a good strategy too. I've got the OnlyFans, I've got the Chaturbate, the My Free Cams, the Streamate, Friendly. I'm like, Live Jasmine or whatever. I signed up for them all when I started. And I was like, what's going to make me the most money? Where do I have the most clients?
Are you
Yeah.
at that? Are you at that point now? Like, cause like I totally down with that. Sign up to everything you possibly can. Are you at the point where like you've narrowed it down to like a select few, and those are the ones you focus on?
Yeah, for the most part. I stick to Streammate, Chaturbate, and My Free Cams plus Friendly thrown in. And Friendly's nice because that's one of the only ones that's an actual app you can download to your phone too, which makes it super convenient. So I can do that like while I'm on the go. And then, the Streammate, Chaturbate, and MyFreeCams I'll typically do like on my computer. And those are the big three. I find I make the most money on Streammate. MyFreeCams is probably a close second, and then Chaturbate comes in third. But Chaturbate is where I have the largest following. So Chaturbate is probably where I've gotten the most subscriptions to my OnlyFans through, folks on Chaturbate and things like that. So there's definitely kind of a method to the madness for each, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to do what works for you. I know some girls who do extraordinarily well on Chaturbate. So, and I've been continuing dues. I see a lot of partners doing really well on My Free Cams and Chaturbate. So I've been playing with the idea of bringing in one of the girls that I sleep with sometimes and seeing if we could do a show to see if that would improve. Um, but I think that it's all about kind of the subscriptions there too. With My Free Cams and Chaturbate, there's a lot of traffic to both of those sites. And it's really easy to set up a free account for both of those sites, and a lot of people use it for that purpose. Even the premium members will buy tokens once and never buy tokens again. And now they've got that premium status and they come in. So you have to kind of, weigh those benefits. Now you might have a ton of traffic on Chaturbate and you get a ton of premium accounts that are great tippers, but on My Free Cams, not as much, So whatever works for you, I think is what you should definitely, for each girl, I think there's a method to the madness, but people sleep on Streammate a lot and it kills me.
Yeah.
That's definitely, I make the majority of my, Streammate is probably where I put the most of my focus.
Yeah, yeah, I hear that a lot. The two that I hear that from is Streammate and Sex Panther. Those are the two that I hear
Yeah.
that from.
Yes, Sex Panther is great too. That one was a little bit harder for me to navigate. Like it felt a little bit, it wasn't as much like the program itself wasn't as easy for me to work by, which I kind of let that one fall by the wayside, but love Streamate.
Yeah.
And for some people, Sex Panther works really well. And I can see where it would have like a ton of potential.
Right. Yeah, yeah. I mean, especially with that kind of stuff, like it's like your comfort level with the apps and everything. Like
And
I hate OnlyFans. I hate everything about it. I just don't like how it's I don't know. I just don't like the feel of it. It's just my taste, Like I just don't like the feel of it. Whatever, you know.
no, I totally understand. There's people that I know, the coach that I hired, her whole, like most of her teaching was designated for OnlyFans originally. And then I kind of came in and not that OnlyFans definitely has a purpose, I think, but it's definitely not where I make the most money. It's not my most favorite. I enjoy it and I do, I love my clients there, but I find it can be a little clunky sometimes and you either love it or you hate it. And that worked really, really well for my coach. But for me, like be it the actual camming has been more beneficial. I think it's too, when you have a marketing mindset, I think OnlyFans comes to you very easily, but I don't have a marketing mindset. I couldn't sell ice water to people in hell. So when you're asking me like why you should come and subscribe to my OnlyFans, well, I don't fucking know. Do you want to see my tits?
Right.
Um, so that one's a harder sell for me. Whereas camming, it comes a little bit more naturally and I feel like, I can be myself. although I do offer like custom videos and stuff, recording myself on camera isn't, I'd much rather like talk to you, have a conversation or be in this type of setting as opposed to like making a video for you. And I'm a lot more awkward in those positions. I'm also going to like overanalyze everything I do. Every photo that I post, every video, I'm going to watch it like 50 times and then hate it and delete it and try again and until I make myself crazy. With camming, I'm just, here I am. I'm out there. It is what it is. I'm just being myself. Hopefully you're just being yourself too, and we can just be safe in the space together and have a little fun.
Right, right. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I also don't have to worry about you downloading my video and sending it to my future boss or whatever, you know.
Right.
Not that people can't record cam sessions, but to me, it's always felt a little safer than like sending you a shit ton of photos or doing these custom videos of like me sucking a toy for you that I couldn't deny even if I tried.